guys, it's your girl DeeDee, and welcome back to the channel. I hope y'all are doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. So we're gonna jump right into this video. So I'm gonna give you just some of the women that I think you should avoid at all costs. Now this is just my opinion, so women watching this, don't get upset. This is my opinion. This is what I think. You don't have to agree with it, but this is just my opinion on what I think. So we're gonna jump right into the video. So the first type of woman that I think men should avoid at all costs is women who only care about how much money you make and are women who are super materialistic. And the reason why I say this is because these types of women, in many cases, don't really care to get to know this man. These types of women don't really care about the man. They're not even trying to. These specific women are only looking for what you can provide for them. They're only focused on what type of job you have, what kind of money you make, what kind of car you drive, and how much you can spend on them. That's all these specific women care about. So if you find yourself dating a woman and all she cares about is how much money you make, what kind of car you drive, where you work, how long you've been there, look, she's more than likely those type of women who are looking to try to milk you dry. And if you're not careful, they are very, creative, and they can definitely find ways to get your money out of you. And especially if she's an attractive woman, these women are typically attractive women who they know men will go for them and, try to really have a relationship with them. And so they'll use you, and then they'll test you, and they'll start asking you for money, saying they need help for a certain bill, or could you help them with this and could you help them with that? Because they're trying, once they've established that you have money, they're going to try to milk you dry. They're going to try to get to the money. They're going to try to see how much they can get out of you. And the moment you don't bite and you don't give them what they want, you'll see how quickly they ghost you and move on to another unsuspecting sucker. Just saying. So be cautious of these women who are very materialistic. Pay attention to how they dress, what they wear, what they talk about, because they're going to let you know that they're all about the coins. They're all about your wallet. They're all about getting things. They need you to spend money on them, and that's their primary goal. And if you're not trying to look for somebody who's trying to just milk you dry and use you for everything that you got, you want to definitely stay away from those types of women. The next type of woman that you should be mindful of is a woman who is very selfish and very self-centered. These type of women are only interested in themselves. They're not concerned about you and what you want or what you're interested in. They're only worried about themselves. They only talk about themselves. They're only interested in you doing things for them and making them happy all the time, 24/7. They're very self-absorbed. You know what I'm saying? So everything is about them. They're never going to see your point of view. They're never going to see your side of it because they're not focus on that. The focus is always on them. You're going to have to jump through hoops for this type of woman. You're going to have to cater to her 24/7 and her needs and her feelings and her wants and her all of this. And it will drive you insane because it's unsustainable. You're never going to make this person happy, and they're never going to see it any other way because they're conditioned to think that they're the prize. They're the cake, the ice cream, the cake, and the cookies, and the candy too. And it's all about them. They've been taught, or they picked up that, hey, they're the prize, and it doesn't go any other way. So with this type of woman, you're gonna have to jump through hoops and fly in the sky and do everything for her to keep her happy, and it's gonna wear you thin. So be cautious of this type of woman, because if all she's concerned about is her needs being met and what she wants, she's never concerned about you, it's gonna be a one-sided relationship, and that can be very stressful and draining on any man because nobody wants to feel like they're a stepchild in a relationship. You want somebody who's gonna reciprocate the same love back to you. And if all she's concerned about is her own needs and what she wants and everything for her, she's never going to be able to reciprocate that to you because she doesn't think that your needs are important. She doesn't think that what you want is important. It's all about her. So be very mindful of this type of woman and stay clear of her if you don't want to feel left out. I'm just saying. Another type of woman that I think any man, good man should be looking out for or staying away from it is an aggressive, loud, ratchet woman. A woman who doesn't have respect for herself or you. A lot of times these women cause a lot of controversy. They cause a lot of problems because they don't know how to be quiet. They don't know how to sit down and play their roles. They're always into mess with men. These types of women are the type of women that are getting full-on fights with men, and they just think that they are as strong as a man, that they can fight a man, they can get in a man's face and talk ish to that man, and then they want you to step in and back them up. You're going to have some real problems with this type of woman because this woman could get you deleted or cause you to have to delete somebody over something super petty. Because everything is a problem. These are the type of women that when you go out to a restaurant, If her meal comes back wrong, oh, she's up and loud and aggressive and ready to fight, as opposed to saying, hey, this wasn't right. Can you guys take it back or whatever? No, she's ready to fight, get an attitude, make a scene, get loud in public, and embarrass you. And if she does that all the time, it's going to cause a conflict in your relationship, and it's going to cause conflict with other people. And if you're the type of man who doesn't want to have to fight your way out of every situation, stay clear of this type of woman, because I guarantee you, you're going to have to throw them hands every time you look, because she's right there ready throwing them with you. And that's not a good look for any relationship. I'm just saying. Another type of woman that I think most men should stay away from is women who dress to impress other men. Women who dress provocatively, they don't have no discretion. You know, they want to go out with all their cutouts on, and, you know, they have their butt out and breasts out and just body just hanging out. They don't have a lot of respect for themselves, and they don't care what you think. They want to dress this way because they're not fully happy with the situation that they're in. If they're dressing that way, they're trying to get attention from the man that they possibly is really, really interested in. I've seen situations where there are men who've been in relationships with women who dress like this, and the man looks embarrassed. He holds his head down because he don't feel comfortable with his woman dressing like that, but that's nothing he could do about it. And that's her choice. She does what she wants because she's not fully happy in that situation, and she's using that to attract the type of guy that she really wants. The next type of woman that I honestly think that men should be cautious of is single mothers who think that they are the prize and think they are settling for you. You got to think about it. If a woman has 2-3 kids by 2-3 different guys, and then she gets with you, you're going to have to do the most to maintain this woman and keep her happy. And because she thinks that she's the prize, even though she has several baby daddies, those women are the ones who have the highest expectations. They don't understand that when you go out and make babies for other men, that you are not the prize anymore. And men who don't have any children and have their ish together, they are not running for you. They're looking for something better than that. But unfortunately, these women think that they are the prize, and they're going to expect double of what they've gotten from their baby daddies. So their baby daddies gave the bare minimum, and they gave them children in return. But you're going to have to do the most for these types of women without getting anything in return. Because the majority of these women who already have children for Pookies and Ray Rays, they are not looking to have children in the future. So if you were to get with this woman and maybe marry this woman, and if you don't have any kids, you got to be okay with that, because she doesn't want any more kids. She's been there, done that, but she expects to not give you any kids, and she wants you to make way more money than her and Pookie and Ray Ray, and she wants you to be a stepfather to her several children. If this is something you don't want to be locked into, definitely avoid these type of women, because honestly, I don't think that is worth it. Because I think if you've been a man who did it right and you're waiting to marry before you produce children, and you're looking for a wife to have your kids with, then it's not a benefit to you to take on a single mother and somebody else's kids without getting a benefit of having your own. So keep that in mind before you make that decision. Also, a woman to avoid, in my opinion, is a woman who does not consider your wants or your needs. A woman who is uncooperative and only is concerned with getting her way. These types of women, once again, are not concerned about you. They don't want to take into consideration what you want and what you deem proper for your relationship, for your household. These types of women are the women who want to be in control. They don't want to listen to nothing you have to say. They want to call the shots. They want you to follow them, and they want you to do whatever it is that they say. And if you are trying to be a man who's going to lead your household, you want to avoid these types of women, because they're never going to consider your wants and needs or listen to you. They're going to only want you to listen to them and do what it is that they say. Once again, if you're a man who wants to lead your household, these types of women are going to give you a hard time, and that's just a headache, and I don't think any man wants to have to go through that. So listen, I'm going to leave it here, you guys. This is just some of the women I think you should avoid. There are a lot more, but I want you guys to chime in the comments if you can think of anything else, and let me know what you think about this list. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Y'all be safe out here in the streets, and I'll see you later. Bye.